Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Down, 10 logo, look at me, go, go, shoot.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yep. 56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Mahomes completes that one to Watkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 18 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Switch. Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Ready? Hey, lock it.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Hey!
Here I come again. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. They'll roll it, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City. A franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the
18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first. Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Ready, set.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Hey, Alpha.
Block taking the snap and 1. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Gator. Look, squeeze. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Kill.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lock. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. At the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. On 2nd and a couple. Lock. This will be caught by Brown. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now! Hey, Haywood!
50 seconds to Mike.
Hit it.
From the 29, Locke. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC picking up where he left off. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay. Touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far, as they try again with a 1st down now. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for... Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch the ship.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. Locke now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Block now on first down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Ready, ready. Rock, rock it, rock it.
I can't believe they let you play.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Watch twist. Watch
61, matchbox lights.
56 to Mike. 56.
Look at me, zipper.
56.
Hey, Echo.
Right there, 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 56. Mike 56. All day. All day.
Deep grip.
On third down, block. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. He finds Robinson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will. It's right down the middle. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he gets halfway there. Yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Yes, yes. Hey, wahoo.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Airing it out for Hamilton. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Ready, break.
56. Check 56.
You draw quarters. Yep.
56 is the Mike. Come off the ball. 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Switch it.
Hey,
Mike 56.
hey, orbit.
56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set up. 15 Ronnie. 15 line.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run by Lindsey. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
53 is the mic.
Go.
It's just me and you.
General West.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Protein spill.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 1st down, Locke. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
Now.
Motion.
And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Greystone travel. Hey.
56, right there, 56. We got to get the ball.
5.
Locke working out of the gun. He'll get this one to Patrick. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56. Mike's 56. Check right.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check, check. Fresno.
Ready.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit. Yes.
Watch the edge.
Get it.
From his own end zone, Locke on 3rd and long. Drew Locke taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the... Broncos.
That's our fault. That's our fault.
Yellow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. His touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
64, weak.
Switch.
They go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Man open left side is Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. From the gun, it's Locke. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. Now Mahomes. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yellow.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time.
Mahomes going to throw it here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
That's what I do. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Kansas City, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.